Okay. Hi, I'm Sophia.
Hi, my name's Jen.
And we're in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. And we're both medical students at the University of North Carolina.
We are starting our 3rd year right now.
Woo!
Yay!
And we are in our neighborhood. Woo! So what do we know about Brazil? Well, so I know that it has beautiful rainforests and they speak Portuguese and they are having the Olympics this summer.
Okay, so what do I know about Brazil? Pretty much not much more than what Sophia said, but in addition to beautiful rainforests is beautiful beaches. I think there's a bunch of stereotypes about just gorgeous Brazilian people overall, which I think is true. I think you have some famous, like the São Paulo, like what's the guy with the art, you know, what the statue?
Oh yeah. The statue.
And I know
in Rio.
Is it in Rio?
Is it in Rio?
I don't think it's in Rio, but the Amazon, I guess, is there. And then I know that Brazilian Portuguese is different from Portugal Portuguese, and unfortunately I know Portugal Portuguese, so I sound stupid.
And I don't know any Portuguese.
And also one of my favorite foods is pão de queijo, and I just love it. Every time I go to like a Brazilian restaurant, that's literally what I eat. I eat the bread more than I eat any meat. So.
And there's that Brazilian steakhouse that's close by that has like unlimited meat. I don't know how culturally accurate that is, but it's really good.
So oftentimes I think when people hear US, they think of like California or New York or, you know, Miami and Florida. Well, North Carolina is actually pretty cool too. We have like the Blue Ridge Parkway, which is gorgeous, and we also have the Outer Banks, which is this island off of the coast of North Carolina, and lots of lighthouses there. And we also have like this what is it, the outdoor, I think it's like Olympic training center for rafting that people can do here. And then we have great schools like Duke University and University of North Carolina. And my own personal favorite, the Tar Heels, are our basketball team, so go Heels!
Woo! And then we also call the sky Carolina Blue, which I don't know if there's much of a Carolina Blue sky today. Maybe a little bit through the trees. So we call that Carolina Blue sky for the Tar Heels. And best of all, North Carolina barbecue.
So a lot of stereotypes I think I've heard about Americans is that we are like all rich, we all live in these cities that are just huge, we all have like, you know, fancy cars, fancy homes, and I definitely don't think that that's the case, or at least I don't think we are. We have that. I think a lot of people also get worried about the violence that we have in the US. I think a lot of people see a lot of bombings, a lot of shootings, and you know, I think typically on the day-to-day it's not more dangerous than anywhere else that I've lived, but you know, it's just life. I'm not worried about walking out and getting shot, or walking out and then I'm gonna go to the club every day. I think it's a very polarized view of what the US is like sometimes.
Yeah, and I'm definitely not going clubbing. And I think another stereotype that people have about Americans is that we're all like morbidly obese and overweight. And although that is a problem, not everyone is overweight, and a lot of people, especially in the medical field, are trying to work on that problem. And a lot of people are really active. For instance, I'm a runner, so. And even in this community in Chapel Hill, it's a really active community. Lots of 5Ks going on and lots of programs to get young people active.
Yep.
So something we like about America is we really like the food, and we feel like, or at least I feel like, there's a lot of different cultures that you can just go out and taste pretty much anywhere where you're at. And some of it's not super authentic, but a lot of it is, and it's really nice to be able to have that experience of tasting just tastes from all over the world.
Yeah, I think a lot of times we get into the trouble of, like, we say we like American food and people always ask me what's American, and my favorite response is we get to just try food from everywhere around the world. And exactly, like, one day if I feel like I want sushi and so something Japanese, we can go and get that. And next day if we want to go get Iranian food, we are able to go get that too. So I think one of the joys is that there's so many different people from all over the world that come to the US, and you know, everyone loves food, everyone loves to eat, and they bring that with them, and we get to kind of learn about their culture and their experiences and their way of life through their food, which is what I really enjoy.
And then I guess something that I don't like about America is I feel like Americans can be really judgmental, and I feel like every culture can be that way, but I feel like we have a lot of kind of misconceptions about the rest of the world, and sometimes we don't let the rest of the world respond, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think we're always really quick to think it's like whatever I think is right is the one and only answer, that if it's right for everyone. And I think sometimes as Americans we come off kind of, like she said, judgmental, maybe a little bit abrasive, and kind of really opinionated. But it's also kind of the culture here. Like, if you don't say it, then no one will know, and if you don't speak up, then no one will know. So sometimes we might come off as really forward, but we're not trying to be rude. It's just, this is how we were brought up.
So in America, there's not one way to say goodbye, so we're gonna kind of say it our own personal ways. So thank you for listening, and goodbye.
See ya!